Welcome to another dojo topic. Hey, do you ever find that there's that integration period between realizing your true self and basically believing that you've realized your true self? You're like, oh, I've recognized my true self, but then I think I lost it. And you go back and forth. There's that integration period, right? Where you're just wondering, like, could that be it? Could it be that simple? That's the conversation that we had in the dojo today. And if you were unable to join us live, I'm so happy that you have found this video replay. And I'm going to share my screen with you um, and share this conversation with you. So, again, welcome to the dojo. We meet here live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. And you're welcome to join us live. And if you can't, then I'm happy you found the video. Last week, our topic was on the illusion of not ready. When you say, I'm just not ready to end this relationship, I'm just not ready to change jobs, that illusion of not ready. And if you were unable to join us live or you have not yet seen the video, I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video. Today, we're talking about that non-duality lifestyle, right? How can I possibly be the infinite, impersonal, effortless being? I am that. I am. So the question being asked today is, how can I possibly be the infinite, impersonal, effortless being that I am? And that is a question that changes everything. How is this even possible? I have a past. I have emotions. I have responsibilities. I feel personal. Life feels personal. So, how can it be impersonal? Infinite? Impersonal? Effortless? That doesn't seem like that's my life. And this question isn't being asked to be answered, it's here to expose something. When asking, how can I possibly be the infinite, impersonal, effortless being? This question assumes you could be a limited person trying to become something greater. That's the better question, yes? So, what if the question we're asking today is backward? What if you are already infinite, impersonal, effortless? So, let's think about this. Or not think about it, right? Let's stay out of the mind. When you were born, the infinite created life as you. Not to fix anything, not to prove anything, but to experience life as you. You were born knowing you are awareness, aware of itself. And then conditioning begins. You were given a name. You were taught words, meanings, roles, and expectations. Slowly, the infinite began to experience itself as the identity. Not wrong, not a mistake, just a dream state to experience. So, this isn't about becoming anything, it's about awakening, remembering what was never lost. This is about remembering what's always been here. Let's look directly. Right now, are you aware of your thoughts? We know that we exist, and we know that we are aware. That's it. That's all it takes to recognize your true nature. It's the thing that never changes. Thoughts can loop, repeat, become loud, but they change, yes? Yes. Sometimes it feels like you could get lost in them, and yet You're aware of them. So what is aware? Not the thought, not the story, not the identity. If we don't go to thoughts like, I'm a nice person, but I'm wounded. What would it take to, I'm struggling. How do I'm spiritual. So why is this, I'm successful. Then why does this, when we don't go to those thoughts or we don't complete those thoughts, then what remains? Space, peace, presence. And that's the invitation. You are, what you are is not the looping thought structure. What you are is the awareness within which it appears. This is your true nature, infinite, open, effortless. The mind can suffer. The identity can contract. Emotions can arise. But awareness itself remains untouched. You can choose to identify with the looping patterns of suffering or begin recognizing yourself as the space within which they arise. This is not about denying the human experience. It's about no longer mistaking yourself for every thought that passes through awareness. You are not the noise. You are the space the noise appears within. And that space has always been at peace. Awareness doesn't try to be aware. It already is. The one trying to become is appearing within what you already are. You don't figure this out. You don't figure this out with the mind. You simply stop overlooking it. The infinite, impersonal, effortless being is the one asking the question. There is no you asking. So what's wrong with this moment right now if you don't define it, describe it, analyze it, or get attached to it? A thought is just a movement of energy. It's when we try to find a reason that something must be wrong by completing a thought that causes the constriction. For example, we limit ourselves when we complete a thought like, it's time to pay a bill. Stop, full stop, end of sentence. But instead, what usually happens is we say, it's time to pay a bill. What if I don't have enough? Why are there always more bills than money? Or the traffic is backed up. Full stop. Instead of the traffic is backed up. What if I'm late? What if I run out of gas? Or life can seem so overwhelming. Full stop. It's just a thought. Instead of life feels so overwhelming. When is this ever going to end? How about there are a lot of emails to answer? Full stop. Instead of I have a lot of emails to answer. How will I ever get this done? How will I ever get all my work done on time? And then there's childhood was painful. Full stop. That's a full stop thought. Instead of childhood was so painful. Why do I keep thinking about this? How can I let it go? Instead of doing the shadow work, be the effortless light. The shadow work is not real. What's real is the lightness of being. Stop looking outward for the answers because they're not there. They're inside, within you, as you, the whole of you. Once the self reveals itself to itself, it is the peace that surpasses all understanding. It just is. You are the heart center. Come home to the peace of what you truly are. Rest in that. You are the infinite, impersonal awareness in which all forms are arising. Come home to that. Rest is that. And just be. And thank you for being here. If you want any kind of support with any of this kind of non-duality, duality way of being, visit me at masteringyourbeliefs.com. In the meantime, how did this topic land on you? Were you able to see yourself in any of the situations? Were you able to see how you tend to complete the thought, being in the dualistic mind or the mental, emotional, and physical parts of duality? It's so peaceful to just step back and remain as the effortless being. If you want any kind of support with this, visit me at masteringyourbeliefs.com. In the meantime, this is Nancy Muller, the one and only Life Sensei, saying ciao for now.